Hey everybody, Sandy here, AK Montoli. We're back for round 2 of Vintage League. We're playing HogaakVine, and we won the die roll. Can we keep this hand? Stitcher, Supplier, and Once Upon a Time. Yeah, you know I'm going to try it. I mean, to be clear, guys, this is a pretty loose keep. Like, if we don't find a mana-producing land like one of our colors here, it's going to be bad, or a Bazaar for that matter. We're in really bad shape. But Stitcher, Supplier, with an on-colored Mox is solid. Okay, what did we find? We found a catacombs. Okay, not ideal. Well, let's see what we can find here. They're F6, so let's see. Okay, it was a really bad hit, to be honest with you. I think we go and get a Deathrite Shaman here. Cast this. Can't do anything else, so not great, guys. Maybe there was a world where we wanted to cast the Root Walla to keep up Force of Vigor here. Yeah, all right. Maybe a little bit punished for that. Yep. All right. Okay. There's the Gak. I can actually cast Gak here. I don't know. I feel like I gotta try and kill those two things. They probably got a force, but that doesn't mean we don't need to try. I really do hate to pitch the Gak here, but I just think that's the world we're living in. Like, this is pretty great for us if it works. Not pretty great, it's fantastic. But there's a reasonable chance they have counter magic here. Wow, okay. It's pretty good for me. They just conceded. Wow. It's not too often I feel like that works. So in that particular game, I think in hindsight, it would have been smarter to cast the Blazing Root Walla over the Deathrite Shaman to be able to hold up Force of Vigor. That would have allowed us to keep the Hogaak that we drew. Now, of course, we wouldn't have been able to cast the Hogaak because we have a Blazing Root Wall in play, but it's hard to know because it's all much plainer in view knowing what my opponent is playing, or at least having a better idea what they're playing. Like if they were playing Bazaar Baghdad, it's no contest that I made the right line. Okay, I think we do want these to come in, and I feel like they're playing an artifact deck here, so I think these are all the tools that we want to have. 65. That's a lot of cards we got to cut. It could have Once Upon a Time. Once again, I think these powders are. I have not been on the powder plan in this deck. I've always been much more on the traditional list that No Props had put together, but this is a list similar to what Canister played. I've got my own. I put a few extra cards in here, but I mean, it's not like his list was a significant deviation from No Props list either. But I think we can probably cut one of these guys here. Let's try something like this. But I don't think serum powders are great in this deck. That's my gut. Can't play this, right? Yeah. That's pretty brutal, too. Okay, I'm going to keep it, and hopefully we can find a land off the top. I think the Vine is the worst card here. I mean, the Force of Vigor is the reason we're keeping this, but the allure of casting an oof. Ancestral, geez, that's vicious. Yeah, good old rags, okay. Don't like our chances here. We kind of need a Bazaar, I think, to make this work. I'm going to cast the Blazing. Actually, in hindsight, it was probably better to play the Basking because the Blazing can attack for 3 off 1 mana. And I don't need to pitch the Basking. I can pitch the Vine to the Vigor. Okay. That's good. Let's see what we're facing here. As long as I can hold this thing back, I feel like I'm doing okay. But we are in a position where we're going to need to find a land here very quickly. And Bazaar is the best one, but we'll take any land. Okay, that does work. Do we want to cast a Collector? I feel like I'm really wanting to get some stuff in my yard here. That was awful. Jeez. Do I want to pressure? I don't think I have the luxury of pressuring Dak right this turn. I think I just need to have multiple blockers down to deal with HogaakVine. Maybe I can hit Dak Fade now. Yeah, I just can't pump him. Now that I know this is resolved. If they have 2 bolts, I mean, fair enough. Haven't played a Dak in quite some time, but boy, is this card not played in Vintage a lot. Look at that. They were able to get rid of 2 HogaakVines. How good was that for them? All right. Okay, Collector Roof looking better. Slip in here. Okay. Ancestral is already in their yard. I guess a Gush or Dig Through Time. Pretty solid. Brainstorm. Okay. See what they can find off their Brainstorm here. Treasure Cruise. Nice. Okay. Okay. We got Tinker. I'm not going to respond to the Brainstorm with a Force of Vigor here. Like, Collector Roof is very strong if I can resolve it. And I still have Force of Vigor up. Okay. Still a Mitful. Like, it's not good for me. Funny thing about this deck, though, is you just don't know. You're not out of it until you're out of it. My cards are good. Attack in. Love it if you did. Okay. I mean, I think there's a very reasonable chance this just gets countered. I'm going to do a main phase. I don't think there's any point in hiding it. Okay, what does that even mean? Oh, a braid. Okay, fair, fair. I'd like to attack Doc Faden. I just really don't feel like I'm in a position when my mana's tapped out to do it. I mean, I guess I can go with one. I don't think there's a reason to let him have Ragavan hits. I could Vigor and Upkeep there. It's true. But I think I'm kind of... I mean, I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. Like, Urza Saga, I've got an answer to it, but I think Saga coming down is a prompt for me to try. And if that doesn't work, which it probably won't, then I follow up with the Alpine Moon and hope that it resolves. Just hard cast force, yeah. Okay. Okay. Feeling like I have a chance here. They didn't dock, right? I guess they did. Okay. Now we got the Wasteland to back it up here if this gets forced. Okay. They did have an answer. Good for them. There's no point in playing the land like I'm going to pump Root Wall here because I'm not. Like, it's just not even on the table. I have to kill the Saga. Yep. Okay. Just the world we're living in here, guys. I guess I should have attacked with the Stitcher because I knew they were going to block. I mean, we've hung around like that. Crypt is a threat. I am hitting for 4 next turn. Now, my likelihood of surviving is not great, but we do what we can here. They are digging. I don't think this bodes well for me. The question is let's say they don't do anything here and we're attacking in with our stuff next turn. Do we attack Dak? Or do we attack them with the Crypt in play? I feel like because they have the top, they're digging deep. Like I feel like I just have to go after them and hope. Like I'm in trouble here. And we'll see how we do here. They didn't spin their top in a turn, so they won their flip. Probably dead right here, but who knows? I think I do like our line of not going for the dock. I think trying to win is probably just our best line. Like if they lost that flip, now they are dead on board. Let's just see if they. I mean, they're fetching here, so they're looking for something, but they need to be able to answer the 4 damage coming at them, and they have an active crypt. So, but it's desperation mode for them now. They have to do something. Oh, they hadn't used their dock yet. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I'm just digging further here. Okay, let's cross our fingers. Okay, they're doing something here. Tie volts. Okay. Wow. That felt highly improbable to win that game, and I'm not sure what my opponent's deck was doing there. Like, presumably this was like PO or PO slash breach, something of that nature, but they saw an awful lot of cards that game, and we didn't really do much. We just beat down with the piddlywinks there. That said, I guess we'll take it. We've faced 2 combo decks, and despite Hogaak-Vine, I beg your pardon, excuse me, is unfavored in those matchups, we have been able to come out with the win on both occasions. So we'll take it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments, and we will see you for round 3.